Okay, so we're going to continue with clipping masks here, and I have three exercises for you to work through, and these are a bit more open and free. You have a little bit of creative control here, but you essentially will have these images to kind of design on your own for whatever product or logo or images you'd like to use. You just have to incorporate a clipping mask in each one. So how far you want to take that as far as using layer masks and adjustment layers and hue saturation, that's all up to you. I just want to see that you're using a clipping mask for each one. So we'll walk through this one first, just together. I'll just go through this quickly and just show you a possibility that you could use, but the others will be up to you to design. And this last one here is basically blank. You can design your own shoe and shoe advertisement however you'd like. Like I said, you just have to use a clipping mask in this shoe image. Same with the mugs, but you'll also, before you start, you'll have to take out these generic mock-up images. Same thing with the shirt. You'll have to take this out. I've already gone ahead and done that, but you'll have to take that out with whatever means you'd like. If you want to use the clone stamp tool or the patch tool or healing brush tool, however you'd like to do it, right? Just think of that as some extra practice. Same thing on the mugs, but take note that the mugs have some reflection and shadowing and highlight on them that you'll need to duplicate as well. And then the shoe image is blank there for you. So let's say you get this to this point, you've taken out the image, and we did this again back before with the dual duotone layers. I used the clipping mask with those two, but I'll just show you how to do this more basically here. So let's say we have our image here, and you're free. You don't have to use text or anything. I'm just going to write my name, Tom, and I'm going to just adjust this, and I'm going to place it right inside the shirt here. So this is one example of how you could use a clipping mask for this particular shirt. Is once I hit it OK there. So I need to, for a clipping mask to work, I need to make sure that this text layer is rasterized. If I try to clip into this, it'll say you need to rasterize this font before you can continue. So once you have the text placed where you'd like it, let's go up to Layer, and we'll just rasterize type here. So that's turned this into pixels. It's no longer editable font, and it's already on its own layer. There's nothing else there, so that's already working for the clipping mask we would do. So let's go. I'm going to place embedded, and I'm just going to use one of these images that I've already been. Here, we'll use this image here. Okay. Okay, I'll just hit OK. And then if you recall, the shortcut for clipping mask is Command Option G or Alt Control G. And we'll go ahead and just move this to, yeah, there we go. We have those birds in there. And we hit OK. So that's our clipping mask right there. We clip that image into the rasterized text layer. And you can still work with layer masks, which is nice. So let's just say I have that rasterized text layer here, and I can still apply a layer mask after the fact. I can apply one there, and then if I come in with my brush tool, if you needed to, you could come in and you could make some, you could make some adjustments here and add or remove from that selection while that clip is taking place. Also, with your shirt design, be sure to transform as necessary. Now this looks okay. This looks pretty good, so I don't know if I would necessarily do too much to it, but that text looks a bit flat and a bit static, so I might use the warp tool and just try to adjust the contours of the text here a little bit so it's not so flat and static, so it maybe looks like it's moving just a little bit with the gravity of the waves of the shirt. I might bring that in just a little bit there. Okay. So there we go. So there's the layer mask, there's the clipping mask. So pretty straightforward. I've more or less just have these three for you to play around with and just get creative with some of your own designs and some of your own logos and or products. So work through these three, and again, you can do whatever you'd like here, but the only stipulation is that you have to use a clipping mask in some form or another on these here. Now, this last one, you can almost think of this last one as a direct shoe advertisement. So you could add text, a tagline if you wanted to do the same thing with text and a clipping mask there. I would hope that you would take the time to design the shoe. You could colorize it. So one thing you could do is the surface of the shoe minus these three stripes could be a selection, and then you could clip a texture or an image into that, and then you could take the stitching and copy that and put that on top. So there's a lot of things for you to do here. So have fun with this, and again, just make sure you use a clipping mask. And on these images here, you'd have to take out these two default logos here. And one thing you could do is find or design your own black and white logo and place a white logo on the black mug and a black logo on the white mug, and think about the opacity of the reflections and the shadows. And there you go. Okay, have fun with these, and I'll talk to you guys soon.